Tank style atomizers, rebuildable atomizers, dripping atomizers, 18650, 18500, 18350, mods, APVs, variable voltage, variable wattage, Genesis style, K-Fun, Nemesis, Sentinel, ProTank, EVOD. Hey, how's it going? It's PM Vapes. You know, when I started getting into vaping, I was overwhelmed by all the terms that were out there. You know, VG, PG, throat hit. Well, throat hit not so much. Cotton wicks, silica wicks, eco wool, everything. 510 ego. It's just you're bombarded with all these terms and stuff, and it's to someone that's never heard these terms, you're speaking a foreign language to them. You know, once you get into it, you know, and you're doing, like, you know, you've seen my other videos, or I'm sure, or you may go look at them now. Which, if you're a new person and you're just trying to come off of smoking the cigarettes, you know, hey, I welcome you. Thanks for coming. You know, but you know, you have stuff like this. You have, you know, your Pro Tanks. All of them really great vapes, but you know, when you're coming from a cigarette, these are pretty much your options out there. That when you go to the drugstore, you go to the convenience store, you go to the gas station, go buy your cigarettes, these are the brands that you're gonna see. So I decided to go spend about $30, because these are about $10 a piece. You know, a little bit less, but you know, by the time you pay tax and you get yourself a soda or something, because you're gonna pick up a soda, you know, a pack of gum or something, you're gonna spend about $10. So I decided to pick up these three, and there is another brand out there, and I forget the name, but a buddy of mine, when we were at the store when I purchased these two, he said, dude, it's disgusting. Don't even waste your time. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get a blue and I'm gonna get a fin. I bought this one, I think it's the first e-cig device I'd used was an Njoy. So I was like, yeah, let's give them a try. And they have the commercials and stuff on TV, and I think Blue may also. I don't know if Finn has a TV commercial, but I've seen these for a little while, and they kind of have a cool retro look to them. Yeah. And my camera almost had a cool knock off the tripod moment. Sorry about that. So we'll go ahead and start with the Njoys. And I kept the little plastic wrappy thing. New, lasts up to 2 packs. They offer different strengths, different menthol, a couple different menthol options. On the back, you can see that you have 3.0% nicotine, which is a little bit high on the nicotine, but you know, it is what it is. So basically, you have all your warnings and stuff on the back, and that peels off, and you get this nice little plastic case. You go ahead and open it up. You have a little pamphlet in here, which just basically says, you know, here's how you use the product. Great information. Tells you what their other products are. Always good. And then on the back it has a picture of them. So when you go and you purchase, and you're wanting to purchase one, say you bought, you know, like me, you bought the gold, and next time you're like, ooh, let me try the you know, the menthol gold, or the menthol bold, or the bold. You know, you can know to, you know, to help the cashier out. You can say, oh, it's the one it's the Njoy King, the red one, or the kind of teal, or you know, the green or the gold color. So you can, you know, it's kind of useful information. They definitely provide a decent amount of information with their product. Go ahead and stuff that back in there. So then we get to what you were actually after in this product, and that is your e-cigarette, or electronic cigarette, vaping device, whatever you want to call it. And we'll go ahead and throw it on the calipers. It's about 85 millimeters in length, or about 3.3 inches long. About standard cigarette length. Turn the calipers off. On the end, it kind of has a little spot that looks kind of like a burnt, like the burnt end of a cigarette. And this end is squishy. So you can kind of, if you're the kind of person that likes to bite onto your cigarette, you can do that. It's lightweight, has a little more weight than a cigarette, but not much more. Doesn't produce, a whole lot of vapor. To me, it has kind of a harshness in the throat, so kind of like that cigarette-y feeling. But it also kind of has like a kind of a waxy taste. Kind of, to me, it's like that ashtray. It's just stale cigarette. Not really an appealing choice in my option. But it definitely, if you're coming from cigarettes, I could see, enjoying the taste on that one. So we're going to come over here and look at the Finn brand e-cigarette. And this definitely gives you all your whole list of your ingredients, different warnings, everything. Their website has a little product code. I don't know if that's something that they have where it's a trackable method. This also has some kind of a batch number type thing on the bottom. Like I said, I don't know if that's a batch number or not. But inside of here, you have a little plastic tube with a couple of little rubber silicone end caps. This is what the little e-cig was contained in. So I did like that. It's, if you need something to store it in, you can definitely just stick it back in that little tube. Go ahead and stick the tube back in there. I like the look of this. It kind of, excuse me, it's kind of a retro-y kind of look. Now, the difference between this and the Njoy, which I'm going to go ahead and pull that back out, is this is a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and say, without measuring this one's probably about 3.5 inches. Has a little bit more weight to it. Not overly much more, but a little bit. Definitely still something that if you were going to want to just hold this, you could still hold it in your mouth like you would a cigarette, but this one's definitely better if that's what you're, This one is a 1.6%, so a little less nicotine in it. I don't know if I mentioned before, but this end piece, the filter part, is not squishy. Feels like hard plastic and maybe metal, although it's probably just hard plastic the whole way through. This one, the end lights up white. Then this one kind of lights up an amber red color. This one I find you don't get that kind of funky coating your mouth feeling that you get with the Njoy. I got and the reason why on this one, if you notice, this was the bold flavor, which is Marlboro Light-ish. This one I got the menthol just because I figured, okay, menthol, mint, I'd probably like something mint related better than, this. So I probably should go and pick one of these up, and I may. So that's those two. Now if I had to choose between the two, and I've been in vaping for, a few months now, off the cigarettes, basically, down my last little bit of dip. Personally, out of these two, I'm going to go with the Finn. So that brings us on to, I'm going to move these out of the way. That comes on to the, and by the way, this one I believe it did have a little paper piece somewheres, maybe. Well, maybe it was the blue that had it. Also, on both of these devices, your airflow is on the Njoy and on the Finn. your airflow is going to come in by this by this end piece right here. So you don't have to worry about your fingers covering the airflow holes or anything, which is a good thing in my opinion. Now on to the blue electronic cigarette. Now this one changed up the format a little bit, but to 24 milligrams of nicotine, which is basically 2.4%. So it's going to be somewhere in between these two as far as nicotine content. This says 400 puffs. This one says approximately 2 packs. And the fin says 2 packs as well. So what does 400 puffs equal? I don't know. But there you go, you get your ingredients list. FCC grade vegetable glycerin. I think, isn't it supposed to be FDA grade? Not sure on that one. This one is Magnificent Menthol. And as I said, I picked up the menthol ones because of, I just figured it would be a little better flavor. This feels to be like a plasticky kind of feeling packaging. On the inside, there's a little tray. And this one actually had a cap that went over the end here, as well as a little leaf thing that covered up right on the side right here. There was where that airflow hole is. That's one thing on here. The airflow hole is up on the side, so if you grab it, you have to you almost want to kind of grab it a little differently just to keep that airflow hole from being obstructed. That is the downfall in this. Pop that back in here. Like the package says or shows, has a blue LED light up end. Has it still that same little burnt tobacco texture to it. Smoke smarter. Yeah, this one as a peel, this one looks modern, new. This kind of has that old school kind of look to it, and this kind of has a classic cigarette look to it. So it's kind of all up on your choice as to what device you want to go with. Go ahead and let's go ahead and give this one a. This is the blue. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a. The blue definitely puts out more vapor, which I'm going to see if I can do a kind of a vapor demo here. Definitely puts out more vapor than the fin. And more than the Njoy. Now this one puts out good vapor. It's a real strong minty taste to it. The fin, good strong minty taste as well. The one thing I don't like about the blue is, just like the Njoy, it kind of gives that coated mouth feeling. This one does that as well. This does use Johnson Creek e-juice, which I've purchased their juice before. They make really good juice. I like that. I like their juices. I have some reviews on just the juice. All of these are disposables. As far as draw, this one has a real loose, I wouldn't even say as tight as a cigarette filter. This one's a little bit tighter, kind of like a tightly packed cigarette. And then the same with the blue. Pretty, these two are pretty tight and this one's pretty airy. So, my take on the three of these would be, and I probably should pick up a menthol flavor of the Njoy, but I'm going to go ahead and say I don't really care for the Njoy. If I'm looking for vapor production and probably a little bit longer lasting device, I'd go with the blue. As I said before, you have the downfall of that airflow hole. So I'm gonna say the blue's out. I go with this one. I'd recommend the Fin, Fine, whatever they want, however they're pronounced. To me, it has a good balance. It, you know, gives you that look and feel of a cigarette. Good taste, good draw. You know, still a small size. Yeah, I'd go with the Fin. If you got any questions, if there's any other disposables out there that you have tried or you've thought about trying or you're interested in, you know, leave them in the comments section. If I can find them locally, I'll probably pick one up and, you know, add it into my, you know, probably put it up against the Fin. So a little bit longer video than I expected, but I figured this video would have a little bit of length to it. So thanks for watching. If you're looking at giving up, you know, electronic cigarettes and you've heard about the vaping and everything, but you just, you know, it's just a little bit much, you know, give one of these a try. You know, sure, it's gonna cost you, you know, about 2 packs of cigarettes or the equivalent, but and you can also, most of these I believe you can buy in a pack that comes with more, so you can get a little bit of a discount. I've seen a couple of places online you can actually get these. I don't know about the Fin, but I remember it was either the Blue or the Njoy that you could actually get them for free. I don't remember if you had to pay shipping or not. But you can look online and you may be able to get one to try out or something, or call them up and they may, you know, you may be able to get something. Never hurts to look. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. You know, if you've quit smoking cigarettes, either using one of these or you've used one of those and you've moved up to something a little more advanced, or not really advanced because there's really not too much, you know, to using these devices. You know, it's a simple power button, you put juice in a tank and you're good to go. But thanks for watching the shootout between the Blue, the Njoy, and the Fin. So have a good one. And yeah.